The weather may be a bit wet right now, but there is always fun to be had in the great outdoors here in East Tennessee. And this morning we want to welcome Matthew Cameron from the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Tell us about just a few of the things we need to know before heading outdoors this winter. How you doing, Matthew?
Very good, sir. You?
Oh, doing really well, doing really well. You know, like I said, it's wet outside right now, but if you're, if you're willing to brave the elements, there's some things that you can do outside right now.
Yeah, the deer hunting season is still open. It's kind of in its final stretch here, but it does stay open through January the 8th.
Right.
And one thing I did want to mention too is we're in part of Unit A up here. So let's see, Carter, Hawkins, Johnson, and Sullivan are part of Unit A. So you do have some antlerless deer hunting opportunities that extend all the way to the end of the season, and other counties you don't have that. So if you're trying to put some meat in the freezer, you still got some opportunities.
I know a lot of folks like to make sausage. They like to have that venison in the freezer for later on in the winter. And absolutely.
Yes, sir. The way grocery prices are up, it'd be nice to have some extra meat.
And if you haven't tried, folks, if you haven't tried venison chili, I highly recommend it.
Absolutely.
I highly recommend it. But let's talk about safety issues too. When we're out there, the hunting issues, every year it seems like we have accidents in the woods during hunting season, especially deer hunting season. It's important to remember some safety issues that if you're going hunting.
Yeah, we had 4 hunting incidents here in East Tennessee this year so far, and quite frankly, they should have all been fatal. Fortunately, they weren't. 3 of them involved falls from an elevated stand, a tree stand, not wearing a fall restraint device, which could have prevented all 3 of those. And then another one, a young man shot himself accidentally up here through the abdomen, and by the grace of God, it didn't kill the young man. So we got to be careful handling those firearms. And I don't know if we talked about this last time, but if you're climbing a tree and you're going to hunt out of a stand, point the muzzle down, safety on, and unload it. Pull that thing up to you. Don't try to carry it up the tree.
Right, that unloaded. You can load that you can load that weapon when you get up there.
Sure, it doesn't take just a few minutes.
Absolutely. And you know, that kind of leads us into the next thing I want to talk about, this hunter education program through the TWRA. It's vitally important. I mean, it really is. I mean, you really need to take that hunter education program, especially for those teenagers and those younger people that are wanting to get out in the great outdoors. Oh,
absolutely. It's been in effect since I think 1985 is when it became law in Tennessee, and you have to have it if you're age 10 or older. So it's a course designed for a young person to be able to pass it, but it's still challenging at the same time. And you can take it completely online now. The NRA pays for it, so go to tnwildlife.org, follow the hunter education links, and you can take the class completely online.
How simple is that? I mean, y'all have got this down to where you can get your licenses online. You can do your hunter education online. I think some of this was brought on by COVID, but I think it's something that was going to come anyway eventually, and now it's here, and it just makes life a whole lot easier if you're an outdoors person. Yeah,
we're just trying to make it convenient as possible for our hunters and anglers this state, and you can check your game in, your deer and your turkeys, bear and everything on an app now, so there's really no excuse for not following the regulations these days.
Real quickly, we've got a little time left. Winter trout stocking, it's going on right now.
It is.
For those anglers out there, they're looking to catch some trout.
I'm telling you, so the winter trout stocking program is generally designed for other parts of the state that don't have quality streams like we do up here. But we do have some winter trout stocking that's still going on below Boone Dam in the South Fork of the Holston River. We stock all 4 species of trout right there. The cutthroats, the rainbows, the browns, and the brooks go in. So if you're looking for a place to catch all those species below Boone Dam, would still be a good place.
I think a lot of folks don't realize there's some good fishing below Boone Dam. There really is.
Excellent fishing. And then below Wilbur on the Watauga River, we're stocking it as well.
And I think everybody in the world knows about that. All right. Matt Cameron, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas,
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Folks, if you want to learn more, go to tnwildlife.org. That is a great resource if you're headed to the great outdoors.